In this video, I am going to try to go ahead and talk with more projection and talking more from a loudly from a more far away place. And I really struggle trying to go ahead and project my voice. And actually, I feel really, really confident right now. Uh, no one's at my house right now. But prior to this, I was just really caring about opinions that my neighbors would think if I'm speaking on the camera, talking about whatever it is. And today I'm gonna go ahead and talk about what I really came to a realization with me fapping. And a major thing what I realized with me touching myself is that it feels comfortable to go ahead and do. Back in high school, I I had crushes. I was super afraid to go ahead and talk to them, and I couldn't. And since I felt all shy and anxious like that, it was comfortable to go ahead and just wink one off to a girl. I was mostly watching more softcore stuff on IG because originally I made it. I try to make a try to make a deal with God that's saying I'm not gonna go ahead and watch the hub, but eventually later I ended up I kind of like say, hey man, I'm not gonna do that deal no more, and I'll watch the hub. I messed up there, and I'm actually saying that, and I really don't want to say that, but that is a major reason why I wasn't watching the hub back in high school. I mean, back during school. I mean, I did end up watching hub later in my senior year. I was watching videos of girls that got leaked at my school. That sounds crazy, dude. Come on, man. Say that on camera. Uh, but I was doing it because it felt comfortable to go ahead and do. And 2 years out of high school, I still do it. I still yank off, and the reasons I go ahead and do it is because I want to feel that appreciation. When you watch a video on the hub on porn, let's say that, just to go ahead and always overcome them, like who really gives, like who really cares right now what I'm saying, right? But when you watch those videos, you hear the girls go, oh yes, yes, harder, harder, harder. You hear all that positive feedback, and that's all we want, and that's all I want. I want positive feedback. And since I still struggle with talking to women, yes, I am getting way better at talking to guys now, man. And just asking them how's their workout going, um, and stuff like that, way better, man. And I'll talk about that in a little bit. Or actually, I'll go ahead and say that for a video where I actually get like outside in more of a difficult spot to go ahead and record. I'll go ahead and find a spot to go ahead and do that. If I don't do that today, I'll probably end up doing it tomorrow. Uh, and going back to that, I really just, it feels comfortable to go ahead and just be by yourself and go ahead and do that, man. It doesn't feel comfortable go ahead and approaching women, going ahead and talking to women. Even though we want the real deal, we don't want to go ahead and use our hand anymore. But we're still using our hand. And we want to go ahead and get out there and actually get some real get some real pussy. Like I just gotta be honest here. We want to go ahead and get that, but we're too afraid to go ahead and get that. And a lot of us could actually get go ahead and get some, but and I could go ahead and get some in the next couple of days if I really, really tried. I could go ahead and do that, even though it will be struggle for me because I got nowhere to pipe at. To be honest with you, uh, got too many people in my house, which I'm actually kind of grateful for. Uh, and I don't got a whip to go ahead and pipe in, so I got nowhere to go ahead and go crazy. The only place I could go crazy is the girl's house. And I'm actually kind of grateful for that, so because that probably would have led me down the wrong path. But we want the real deal, man, and a lot of us could go ahead and get the real deal. And NoFap, is it truly what's gonna go ahead and move the needle? To be honest with you, try to go ahead and attract a woman, go ahead and start talking to women and stuff like that. You have to go ahead and take care of yourself. You have to go out there and get out there talking to more people in general. Start with talking with guys, man. Surprisingly, that is very difficult to go ahead and do. Approach a random stranger guy and start up a conversation with him. If you're not able to do that first. But once that gets easy, start approaching girls. Once you start approaching girls, talking to more girls, and start to take care of yourself, and start to, like, if you do all that date apps, you take a good pictures, you got the bio down, you get all that down. That's what's going to move the needle for woman attraction if you're doing NoFap for that purpose, right? A lot of us still could go ahead and touch it here and there if you're in a relationship and stuff like that. If you're watching porn, that is you should not be doing that. That is something that is a no excuse. If you're doing that, stop. That's just not it. But that is what's truly gonna go ahead and improve you at the end of the day. Is talking to more women, improving your hygiene, improving your social skills. That is what's gonna go ahead and do that. You stay at home, where I'm at right now, watching all these self-improvement videos, looking at all these girls on your screen and stuff like that. Like, it's off. It makes sense. It makes sense why you feel like this. You have to get out there and actually talk to more women and start approaching more women and get it easier to do that. But that's super hard to do. That is extremely hard to do. And that's why we go ahead and do these things. And it felt great doing this, talking more loudly, projecting my voice more. And this exercise that I'm going to go ahead and be doing to overcome my social anxiety. And I feel really confident doing this as well. Peace. Or I should say peace while I get closer to the screen. Oh, this is 8 minutes?